Hey guys, what's up? Monster Trio 333 here with another One Piece theory. And today I'm going to talk about a character who I typically don't talk a lot about. It's not because I don't like him though. Everyone just knows kind of on the Straw Hats I'm more of a Sanji fanboy. He's definitely my favorite character on the Straw Hats. Um, but Zoro is also one of my favorite characters on the Straw Hats, and today we will be talking about him. I haven't talked about him enough. So for all you Zoro fanboys out there, this is for you. So I'm going to talk today about how I think Zoro will get a power up and what that will be, how strong he will be, and other things tying into it. So I believe that first of all, Zoro has two of the 21 Rowazumonos. Um, Yes, that's correct. I think that's correct. And these are some of those powerful swords in One Piece, and I think that as a swordsman, it ties into his strength as how strong his swords are. So right now, I believe his weakest sword is Kitetsu the Third, because it's not even one of the top 50, I believe. There's a category of 50 great swords, 21, and 7. And I remember that Mihawk's is one of the 7. So I know Kitetsu the Third isn't even one of the 50. I think it might be as strong as one of the 50, but it's not declared as one of the 50. But my whole theory is he got this Shisui, no, not Shisui, that's Naruto. Sorry. He got the Wano sword from Thriller Bark, and that I thought was very important. I think that that's a very strong sword, and I'll have it the rest of the series, hopefully. And then obviously he had his sword from childhood, and that one's obviously very powerful. It's one of the 21. I believe they both are one of the 21 swords. So he's already got two of the 21. However, I believe he's going to get a power up, and his third sword is Kitetsu the Third will be replaced by Kitetsu the First. Now, if you guys know, the guy declared, or I think it was Tashigi said that there's three Kitetsus, and his was Kitetsu the Third. Kitetsu the Second was considered one of the 21, so I think there's a chance he could get that. But then there's another one that's Kitetsu the First, which is one of the original 7. So I think of the 7 greatest swords in One Piece, I think for Zoro to be declared the greatest swordsman, he would have to have at least one of those swords. And I think that will end up being his trump card when he fights Mihawk in the end. But I don't think he's going to get that sword for a little while. I think it's possible he gets it in Wano. That's maybe if he can defeat the Shogun, depending who the Shogun is. People have been saying that it's going to be Tashigi because it's the greatest swordsman, and she works with Kaido. And, we don't know if it's a woman, but I'm just speculating. And then the other big theory for an upgrade that I have is we still haven't seen Zoro use ASHURA after the time skip. And this is crucial because that means that we know he can power up further. He's not even close to his maximum. And he's already taken on tough opponents and made them look like they were nothing compared to him. So obviously his strength is really growing, and I think his bounty is starting to reflect it. I still think his bounty is low for what he could do right now because the government hasn't seen what he can do yet. Other than that, I think that everyone's been speculating with his left eye that's closed. I think that's a power up as well. I saw a theory, I think by Hype Hunter, that said that his left eye is cursed and cut by Mihawk because the Kitetsu blade is wielded in Zoro's left hand. So, with that being said, the Kitetsu blade does power him up, and I think the new one would continue to power him up, but because he's already learning to control that demon. And I do believe in that theory, actually, that the sword is what is, like, corrupting him. Also, just as a last note before it ends, I believe those are all Zoro's power ups. I think we're going to see ASHURA or maybe an upgraded version of ASHURA. I think his left eye and the Katetsu blade will come into play, whether it be his Katetsu blade or a new one. And then finally, I think I want to hear what you guys have to say about him potentially dying. And the only reason I say that is because I just remembered that the Katetsu swords, the reason that the guy was giving it to him for free was because whoever wields them is supposed to die a terrible death, I believe. So it's like a cursed sword that will kill you. So let me know if you think that will truly come true, or if you think that Zoro's luck will beat it. But yeah, no, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Monster Trio 3 signing off.